When it was founded in 2016, OnlyFans was created as an online platform to give fans exclusive access to their favorite content creators based on paid subscriptions. It also happens to be one of the few platforms that allows explicit content, which is why it's credited with empowering sex workers in an industry that's otherwise been destabilized by the internet. But quarantine is changing all of that. Influencers from Caroline Calloway to Tana Mojo are all joining in record numbers, and so are celebrities like Bella Thorne and Cardi B. But why is this a problem for traditional sex workers? Because of quarantine, OnlyFans has experienced massive growth. Sex workers I spoke to said that they're seeing their rankings go down as a result of influencers and celebrities crowding the platform, and that's wreaking havoc on their earnings.
I made about like 50% less than I did last summer, and less than I was already making this year because of the influx of celebrities that came in. My percentage dropped between 8 and like 15%, which was a giant drop. And I was like, oh yeah.
Other sex workers have said that as queer, Black, and trans creators, they have more to lose.
I do worry, and the thing is, before it existed, the mediums that you would go to for porn, they were already saturated with white, straight content. And OnlyFans kind of became one of the places where you could find something more specific.
It becomes like blatantly obvious, like how much better I would do if I was not a person of color, which is discouraging. But also, these are the cards I was dealt.
Influencers aren't only crowding the platform, some are actively delegitimizing sex work itself. Some make horrorphobic remarks, while other influencers deny that they're doing sex work at all.
Do you think the hesitancy for influencers to refer to themselves as sex workers contributes to the tendency to invalidate sex work as real work?
There's always two reasons why people don't like sex work. It's either because it makes them uncomfortable, or it's because of like religious prejudices. It's okay for other people to hypersexualize us, but it's never okay when we take ownership and claim towards our own sexuality. When it comes to celebrities doing that, it would just be so much easier if they would just say it is what it is. Like, it is sex work.
If someone wants to profit off of this world, you can't call what you're doing something other than what it is. Being transparent about it, calling it what it is really what's going to help us start to see all sex workers in a different light, in a more sympathetic way.
Basically, those who don't post full nudes on OnlyFans look down on those who do. And those who only post OnlyFans look down on strippers, who then look down on full-service sex workers who directly engage with clients. All of this just serves to further delegitimize an industry that was already in need of help before the pandemic hit. Not only are influencers denying that they're participating in sex work, they're also glamorizing the selling of nudes as a means to an end. Anyone should have the right to do what they want with their body as long as it doesn't affect non-consenting parties. But the amount of influencers monetizing their nudes for clout are not showing people the reality of sex work.
Do you think celebrities and influencers who join OnlyFans have like a responsibility to tell their fans, like, hey, there are real repercussions to doing this?
Yeah, I would ideally think that, because a lot of them do have younger fan bases, and that is kind of concerning.
I can't even tell you how many people will, go in my inbox and be like, oh, I want to do this. How can I start out? I think there's an issue with people getting into this before they're actually of legal age. I think a lot of these young girls don't realize that the people are going to see it and you can't take that back.
And at the end of the day, it is a dangerous profession.
Make sure you have a Google number so no one stalks you and ends up at your house. Make sure you have email addresses that are brand new so no one stalks you and ends up at your house. Also, like, a lot of jobs will not accept you after you do sex work.
There are moments in which I don't want to be seen. The true cost is feeling objectified in times where you might suddenly wish you had never put anything up at all.
The influx of celebrity OnlyFans accounts has also created this uncomfortable entitlement to women's bodies on the platform. Fans have taken to Reddit and Twitter to complain about their favorite influencers creating OnlyFans accounts, but declining to show any nudity. The expectation of nudity on OnlyFans is a symptom of a greater issue. Many men believe that women owe them something for their attention, whether it's a kiss or a lewd photo. Here's the thing, if influencers are determined to join on the OnlyFans bandwagon, they should at least use their very massive followings to support other sex workers. As with any form of content creation, monetizing digital sex work depends on building a dedicated fan base. And at the end of the day, it's nobody's place to gatekeep sex work. But if influencers are going to jump into the world of OnlyFans, they'd be far more welcome if they're willing to use their societal privilege, digital leverage, and economic advantage to advocate for a safer future for all sex workers.